What's up, agents, and welcome back to another vendor reset video. We are in the 5th of September 2023. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Maybe coming over to Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. I really could do with your help with the views over there as well. With all that said, let's get started. So we're at the base of operations, the mechanical animal here right at the top. Reroll to damage target out of cover, do some optimization, that's good. Everything else is trash. Let's move on. Okay, we're at the clan vendor. There's a god roll white death. Just do a little bit of optimization on the marksman rifle damage, and then you can put whatever talent you want on. Determined, ranger, whatever. Really good. Pick this one up if you've not got one. Tip of the spear, gloves and knees. We've got some eclipse holster here, and then if you really need some Jarl materials, you can buy this and deconstruct them. Obviously, because Jarl's a bit hard to come by if you don't like going in the DZ, so maybe you want to do that this week as well. Let's move on. A lot of trash at the countdown vendor. There's a commando. If you want it, you can change the optimal range to damage target out of cover. A Leviosa, which is rainbow rubbish. And we've got a glory days if you really want this as well. A lot of optimization needed, but you can change the crit damage to damage target out of cover. Let's move on. Okay, checking out the vendor at the theatre. The baker's dozen is rolled exactly how you want it to be, but would require a lot of optimization. There's some Murakami gloves with repair skills, and there is also some Hanayu knees with skill damage. Everything else trash. Let's move on. Down at the castle, not a lot to talk about. There's an Ekim's long stick, long stick, with rate of fire. Change that to damage target out to cover. Everything else trash though. Let's move on. 1, 2, 3. Speed it up, boys. Come on, come on. Checking out the trash here at the campus. There is a new reliable. If you want one, you can change the health damage to health or armor, whichever you would want. Everything else though is no good. Maybe this military M60, you can change the magazine size off to damage to armor or damage to health and keep flatline, but that doesn't really work very well anyway, and everything else is trash. Let's move on. We're at DZ West. There's some firm handshakes here with explosive resistance on if you need them. There is also a police MK17 with damage target out to cover, maybe one for the stash if this becomes good again. Cavalier gloves, heartbreaker knees. Jarl gloves, definitely not worth using creds for these though when we've got some in the clan vendor. Everything else trash. Let's move on. We're over at DZ East. There's something about white deaths this week. We've got another one with damage target out of cover. Put the talent to whatever you want. That's good. Everything else though is really bad. There's some strikers mask. There's a future initiative holster. You could use this Empress mask with skill haste already on as well. Get rid of the weapon handling. Everything else, rubbish. Let's go. DZ South is terrible, but there's an Eclipse backpack and an Umbra chest. Let's move on. We're at Haven. It doesn't get much better unless you want to do something with a skill build. We've got some Empress gloves here with skill haste and status effects. Obviously, just get rid of the status effects for skill damage. And then we've got a Wyvern holster that comes with status effects. Get rid of the Hasbro for skill haste. It's all trash though. Let's move on. Good morning, Bob. Good boy, good boy. What up, Roy? We're looking for you to save us. How is your mum? Let's look. Actually, it's not worth looking. It's all trash. That's it for this week. Don't forget to come by Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTickle. Help me out with a view over there. And come back tomorrow for the trashy Mendoza reset. I'll see you all then, agents. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.